For those who may not know what the Clearinghouse is, Community Services Clearinghouse, been around for quite a while. Give us a sense as to what happens there on a daily basis.
So yeah, we have been around a while. We've been in the community about 43 years now. It started out just kind of as a communication place for everybody to be able to uh, group services in the area. And then we started our food pantry and the backpack program. So our backpack program started about 10 years later. We started with 2 schools with 4 kids on the program, and it has grown a lot. And since then, we are now at 142 schools in a 7-county area, and we serve roughly around 2,400 kids a week on the program. This program is so important to the whole River Valley area. When I talk about the 7 counties, that's 2 in Oklahoma, LaFleur and Sequoia, and 5 in Arkansas, Crawford, Sebastian, Logan, Franklin, and Scott counties. So we serve a large area, and there's a lot of schools that for the most part we do 5% of the school. We have some that need more than that, and we're able to get sponsors to be able to help sponsor the extra food that goes to those schools. So if the kids need to be on the program, we make sure they're covered. But this program is so important to these kids in these areas. When they do not get to eat over the weekend, they lose 35% of their education. It takes breakfast and lunch Monday and Tuesday for them to give it back in the classroom and be able to focus on what they're doing. And I mean, who knows what the next generation is going to do? That might be the kid that finds the cure for cancer, or the next mayor for Fort Smith. I mean, who knows what these kids are going to do? And some of them need this food to be able to keep going and keep learning in class, and keep nutrition in their body over the weekend. And so it's so important for us to be able to get that food to them.
It's interesting. That's what the Clearinghouse has become known for, is the backpack program. But on a daily basis, you all do help a lot of adults and a lot of families.
We do. So we have an on-site food pantry, and we serve about 400 families a month with that pantry. And we see mainly elderly and disabled clients that can come in and get assistance once a month. But we also are the #1 pantry for the Reynolds Cancer Support House. And so those clients that are going through cancer treatment, worrying about, they have enough bills at the time. I mean, they're paying for medical expenses, medication, gas. I mean, some of these people live in Waldron and outlying areas and have to drive all the way to Fort Smith on 2 to 3 times a week. So worrying about being able to buy their food is just one little thing we can take off their plate. And so they're able to come in once a week on a 6-week voucher while they're going through treatment and get their food assistance. And you see these people on a regular basis, and you kind of build these bonds with them as they're coming in and they're talking to you every day, and it just kind of warms your heart knowing how much you're helping them on a regular basis.
How do you get clients? Do they find you, or are they referred to you? How do they find you, or you find them?
Kind of a little bit of both. We try to get out and get the word out through the community, through like Facebook and different ways like that. Go out and do talks. We go to different civic groups and try to get our message out, churches, things like that. And then a lot of it is referrals. Like I said, the Cancer House referrals here. Like Peachtree Hospice, different things like that. They kind of get the word out for us. We team up with Home Instead a lot, like at Christmas time, and they're able to tell their clients about us. And it's word of mouth too. Some of our clients will come in and they'll say, "Hey, my neighbor was telling me about this place, and I wanted to come help out." And some of it, honestly, they've through their community work themselves, and as they've got transitioned into retirement and getting to that, then they come here for assistance when they've helped out before in the past. So we have some of that too. I have a great volunteer that's helping right now, and she comes in and helps on our pantry side, giving out food. And in the midst of getting to know her well, she was on the backpack program when she was in school, and it's such a great story. And she talked about how she couldn't wait till Fridays. They would always be so excited to get their bag on Fridays. And she was a school teacher for a while. She went to college, become a school teacher. Now she's doing realty, and she was just like, I love the fact that I can give back now. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're like the model person for the Clearinghouse. But I mean, that's the whole point I was saying a while ago. You never know what's going to come out of being able to help these kids and these adults and stuff that we help. So it's pretty amazing.
You know, you mentioned volunteers. There's no doubt that a big percentage of how you are able to do what you do every day it comes from volunteers. How does that work? And how, people just show up and volunteer? How do you make that happen?
Yeah, so it is. There's no way we could do this without volunteers. Just me talking about the schools that we help, we have six staff here. So to be able to do what we do, it takes about 100 volunteers to be able to run the backpack program. And a lot of that is different businesses and stuff like that that we can take the bulk food to. They'll pack it up and deliver it to the school. Churches help out that way. Groups come in here, you know, the Kiwanis Noon group, they come here and pack. Retired teachers come here and pack. ArcBest sends groups over and pack. Different businesses will come in. Gerdau's a great group. They come in and pack once a month. So being able to do that, but individuals can come in it's not even a part of a group. If you want to come in and work in our pantry, if you want to help pack backpacks, just come by or give us a call. Our phone number is 479-782-5074. If there's some time that you want to give, we definitely can find a spot to put you for sure.
As far as donations are concerned, monetary is always welcome, but you do get a lot of food donations as well.
We do. We try to keep our pantry where we don't have to buy as much for the pantry and do a lot of food drives. We have a lot of people. Today we took in, I think there was 24 each of pasta noodles and pasta sauce, you know, to be able to do spaghetti dinners. And they just went to the store, bought it, and brought it back here. So yeah, lots of donations come in. Donations for the backpack program is always great too. But monetary donations, you know, they help a bunch because our buying power is a little better. We're able to buy more because we buy so much. And when we start talking about the items for the backpack program, 2,400 kids, when you start talking about like a juice box, I'm buying like 10,000 juice boxes a month to go out the door. So we put a bunch out the door. And so because we buy so much, they kind of give us a price cut because we buy that for the 9 months of the school year. So it helps a lot. Those bags, they run roughly about $2.30 a bag, $2.30 a bag right now, which is way less than it used to be. We've done a lot of stuff to kind of cut the cost on those bags, so we're able to save more money and help more kids that way.
And obviously during Christmas and Thanksgiving, you get a lot of donations there as well. Let's talk about the relationship that you have with United Way. Obviously, it would be very difficult if that was not there.
Oh gosh, we can't say enough good stuff about the United Way. Our partnership with them is essential, really. I mean, we couldn't do this program without them. Being able to be on the allocation and being able to get those allocated funds every year are huge. We do get grant, you know, are able to write grants. We're not state or federally funded in any way. So we write, you know, private grants and church donations and individual and company donations and stuff. You know, we need all those things as well, but the United Way is a huge part of this. And you know, we serve just about the same communities that the United Way does. And so yeah, there's just no way. And you know, you have to do your part to be a part of the United Way. And the community partnerships that we build with the other agencies are huge for us. You know, we're able to, sometimes if we get a huge donation, you know, we might get more sometimes than we could possibly get out the door. So we're able to call one of the other agencies, say, hey, do you guys need this? And they're like, yeah, sure. So they come pick it up, and they do the same for us. And that makes a huge difference. You know, we all have to be helping each other. We have great agencies and a lot of help in this area, and we all have to do our part, but it makes it a lot better when we can all do it together. And something like the United Way helps keep us all together to be able to do that. And I, you know, just can't say enough good stuff about them. And we, you know, the whole things like the golf tournament coming up, you know, and so we'll be a part of the golf tournament. And we were a part of today, the Day of Caring. We had like 21 volunteers here today at the Day of Caring, painting our parking lots and redoing our flower beds, changing out ceiling tiles that have gotten, you know, marks on them, all the stuff that would take money from us and take time from our small staff to do. When we can have days like Day of Caring where they can come in and do that, it's a huge help for us. I mean,
and might I say that front parking lot has never looked better.
I mean, I literally had some of the best people on the front parking lot. Yes.
That was a lot of fun. All right, Tammy, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck with the rest of the summer backpack program or the rest of the school year. And continued success with the Clearinghouse. What a great organization.
Thank you so much.